All right, legends, welcome back to part two with the incredible Michelle. She is amazing. Again, please, if you haven't already done so, make sure you just pause this video, go over onto Instagram, go find Michelle, go onto Facebook. She's really active on Facebook as well, and TikTok and YouTube. She's everywhere, but her energy is infectious. And I promise you, you need to be following people that when you go onto your feed, instead of you going, oh, like, oh, they've got more than they've got the life of my dreams, or oh, they're all negative. Like, you're just gonna need Michelle's face popping up because she goes live often. You will see her at least 3 times a day. Like, it just gives you the energy you need. It'll put a smile on your face, and it will also remind you, don't wait. How many conversations have I started today? Like, I want you to think that every time you're on your news feed and you see her face pop up, don't wait. How many conversations have I started? Like, just create that anchor, and social media will give you so much. So, Michelle, like, what are you doing? Obviously, in your stories, you're mentioning it, but what are you doing to like grow that following? Because you've gone from like 200 friends on Facebook to 1.5 million followers. I don't think there's many people who are qualified more than you on how to grow a following. Like, what have you done? I know you mentioned it a bit before, right? With like giving value and stuff, and the majority of your conversations again starting in sales are coming, and team members are coming through your stories. But how are you growing the following so that the number of stories are higher, therefore the numbers are growing?
So I decided to get a bunch of freebies on Chat GPT, like around kind of like who I used to be, right? Like how to drop 30 pounds, top foods to eat, how to drop 30 pounds, top 5 things to add to my water, which is like easy, like cucumbers, top 5 things to do for perimenopause and menopause. And I created these into guides. So as I'm talking and getting value, I'm going to share with you in less than 90 seconds how I dropped 30 pounds in 5 months.
Hmm.
You know, Number one, water. I drink half my weight in ounces of water every day. Number two, you have to have 500 calories worth of protein every day, which is 125 grams. And if you're
Wow.
like, oh, how? I understand. Hit the follow button, comment below guide for a guide
Mm.
that helped me in so many ways. And I have posture and confidence. I'm saying it as if we're having a conversation. I'm speaking to one person. Not hey everyone. Today we're gonna, like they
Yeah.
want to feel like they're right there on the phone with you. I don't look perfect. My hair's pulled back. I'm driving in the car. And then the last one is like there's a book. It's an audible. It's called Change Your Paradigm, Change Your Life by Bob Proctor. And I want you to go get a sticky note, or don't even care, toilet paper, put it wherever you get ready. And I want you to just listen to the audible book every day. And if you allow it to, it'll change your life. And then I'm out.
Mhm.
And it's kind of like a commercial. So I just keep redoing and redoing, and I do one every day. And now I'm to the point where, hey, if I don't do it every day, I use an old one. I'm constantly using old content to come in to be consistent instead of not being consistent. And you know what? If you go to my page, Frazer, even my breakfast show, it's a lot of redundant, but there's billions of people. Hungry Howie's doesn't come in. Do you want to know how often commercials change out? 3 times a year. Okay, Hungry Howie's doesn't come in and have a new freaking commercial every single day, right? It's constantly the same mission, the value. This is what you're going to get from me. This is who I am. This is what I struggled with. And if you want what helped me in so many ways, you will hit that follow button. You will comment below guide because that freaking guide changed my life. And that's it,
I love
right? And you need to maybe like spark up. You need to smile while you still have teeth, right? You need to
that.
like maybe do a couple push-ups or jumping jacks, and you need to like get loud with your voice
Yeah.
because some of these pages I go to, my phone starts to fall, and if it hits me in the face and breaks my nose, that goes to tell me that person isn't bringing the energy, right?
Yeah.
We need to be the energized bunny.
Yeah. 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 You
So
times two, right? You times two.
yep, me times two, and I've
Yeah.
only had 2 cups of coffee today. I need one more.
My hand, it's a genuine problem now. Like,
I hope I didn't
I've
break
got
your hand.
chronic
Like I
cramp.
literally broke your hand.
Yeah, it's like chronic cramp. It's a weird feeling. So you mentioned breakfast show. You mentioned breakfast show, and the first time, like, it's funny, right? Because like I got like how I built my brand in the beginning. Like when I really made a decision, I'm gonna build a brand, and you know what? It wasn't really I'm gonna build a brand. It was I'm gonna build a freaking business. Like I'm gonna build a business that is so big, and then it was. how am I going to do it online? I'm going to build a brand. So it wasn't, I think it's important for people who are building a brand to realize, you're not building a brand, you're building a business, and the brand is the reason why you're going to accelerate that business, right? I think that's important. But one of the ways I built it was Facebook Lives, and it was the key to it was same day at the same time every single freaking week, Tuesday 9 p.m. every single week, and the numbers just grew because it became a show, and it was called Frazer's Live Show. In fact, if you're on Facebook, although they're about to delete all the lives, right, which is a shame, but whatever, and you go hashtag Frazer's Live Show, they will all pop up. You'll see all of them because no one else used that hashtag, right? So Jessie Lee was the same, right? She would go live, and then she would like pack up her products, and she would talk and stuff. And then there was a big movement of get ready with me, with the makeup guys who were like, getting ready in the morning with the makeups and talking authentically to the camera. So you mentioned you got your breakfast show. Like, is that the same day, same time, same day? Like, how do you fill the content? Because again, you mentioned that you sucked in the beginning. Like, you weren't great at the beginning. Like, how did you become good?
Well, I used to just have like a curtain behind me and try to be perfect and
Yeah.
literally would sit there and I sucked. And then like just good statements and personal development every day. All of a sudden something clicked like, dude, get in your kitchen. Like at least make something that they can have. Like, okay, make recipes. Like you have recipes, make them, and then talk about water and protein and mindset while you're making them. And then I wasn't successful because I wasn't doing it at the same time every day. I was all over the place. So I wasn't consistent. And people like consistency. People like people who follow up. People like people who stick to their word. Do you know what I mean? So
Mm.
then I said, okay, I'm going to do it in the morning. It's going to be a breakfast show. It's going to be between 8:30 a.m. Eastern and 9 a.m. Eastern. Before I go on, I'm going to put it on my story, going live at 9 a.m. Eastern. Don't miss it. I'm going to have an amazing hook. So I'm going to go to Chat GPT, and how I lost 30 pounds in 5 months is an amazing hook, but I can't say the same thing every day. So change this into 99 different hooks, and now I have 99 mornings worth of it. I've always got the hook. I always make sure to bring the energy. New people, hey, where are you coming in from? Drop new, dash, I'm in Michigan. Where are you? What time is it? If you're returning, I want to see happy Monday so I can say hello. If you catch this on the replay, which thousands of viewers do, you matter. And I just try during the whole show. I always have new recipes now because we're so lucky to have Chat GPT. I mean, Fraser, you can take a picture of your refrigerator and say, give me a recipe that has 30 grams of protein, that's under 300 calories. Give me 5 ideas. And then I ask my audience, should we make a peanut butter parfait, peanut butter ice cream, peanut butter chocolate mousse? Vote 1 for this, vote 2, and then everyone's in the comments. So when they're in the comments, the algorithm is driving this, right? You don't just talk to a screen. Hey, can you relate with me? You always do it. Drop a 1 if you can hear me in the comments. Drop a 5. Like those are always really good things. So I'm talking to them. I'm being real. If I had a bad day, I'm like, hey, listen here, like this is what's going on and you're normal. And I bring up, I just try my hardest to add value. And now people, even though it's the same thing every day with a different recipe, I have an audience of people that when I'm not there, they're like, Michelle, where are you?
Yeah.
Like, Michelle, where is the breakfast show? Where are you? And it's like, wow, it actually starts to make you feel good.
Yeah.
So when I sit on the couch and I'm like, oh, I don't have energy today, but what if that one life is out there can hear my story like I heard someone else's story? I can change their life. So I think one of the biggest thing about network marketers is to really not try to go into anything for a sale. Just really go in. It's a hard thing, I know, because I used to be like, well, what does that even mean? It takes time to learn these things, but the more you do them and the more you just rip off that freaking bandage. And listen, maybe you're listening to me and you're like, oh, Michelle, I used to work 3 jobs while I did this. I was a single mom. Like I saw my child like maybe 7 hours a week. Like my butt was up at 5 a.m. on Saturdays. My butt was up at 5 a.m. on Sundays. Like I didn't go to bed till 11:30 at night. Like I had non-negotiables and I don't care what happened that day, even if it was a death of someone in the family, I didn't go to bed until it was done. End of discussion.
Yeah.
Like, and now I'm in a situation in my life, like if I just chose to not, I'd have to go to my child and be like, you know what? Because mommy just gave up on her dreams or got lazy, like I had to pull you out of your private school. Because this happened. Like you have to keep your foot on the pedal and your eye on the vision and look at life every day as if you're planning a trip to Florida. If you're going to go to Florida, you have to know when, what are you packing, what are you doing, what plane, what airport, but we just go into our everyday business on how busy we are doing this on the side of something that literally the time that we're working our business, you're scrolling and walking up the Eiffel Tower. And geez, I hope you're on a walking pad at least like Frazer so you can get those freaking steps in because then you're not walking, so you're sedentary and then you have no energy. And it's just this compound effect of you need to be shook, right? Because every time I work, Frazer, you see me, I'm walking on that pad.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
already at, it's only noon and I'm already at 10,648 steps. Okay? 7 miles.
How long? You're honest. I'm telling you, guys, I'm telling you, you're watching, you're listening, follow her. I promise you, you'll get fired up. Just naturally seeing a name eventually will fire you up. I promise you. So, how long does this breakfast show last? Like, do you have is it like, right, it's a solid hour, it's 15 minutes, it's 3 minutes an hour? Like, how are you mixing it up? Like, how long does it last?
30 to 40 minutes every day. Because I want to go over every missing piece. You know what I mean? Like, so every piece of it. And some people hop on, some people hop off, some people. And I just want to make sure that the 3 things that I talk about all the time, that they can learn. It's the water. You know, I don't want to just, while I'm cooking, if you watch it, you can see I'm educating. Hey, did you know the first ingredient listed on anything is what you find the most of? So I used to pull out things and be like, oh my gosh, the first ingredient on my peanut butter is sugar. Guys, what is your first ingredient? So the last ingredient was peanuts. It's like, this should be called sugar peanuts. The first ingredient listed is what you find the most of. So here's my sugar and my peanuts were like this 2 little balls. Like, go check your stuff, guys. Like, I'm not telling you, like, I like to have fun. I like to eat, but like, this is not good. I teach them hacks. Like, did you know when you cover the last number of the calories on the back of a calorie label, that's how much protein should be in it when you cover it. So if it's 180 calories and you cover the 0, there should be 18 grams of protein.
Yeah, 10%. Yeah.
And what if there's not? Oh, you cut the serving in half. So if it's a half a cup, you do 1/4 of a cup. You go find a food that has a good bang for its buck.
Yes. Oh, that's a good hack.
Yeah. And then these people think of you. They like, oh my gosh, and they do this and they do that. It's just like, remember that. And it's like, you want to know how many calories you burn? Take the number 4 and times it by your grams of protein. 30% of that you burned just by tuning in and eating the protein. And so people start to even think of you more.
Yeah, but like also with that as well, like you mentioned it before, is repeating things. I think a lot of people think they can't repeat things because it's boring. People have heard it before. It's actually the exact opposite. So like, because I think if people go, oh my God, every single day, 30 to 40 minutes, what am I going to talk about? But you just said that, like you go into your fridge, use ChatGPT, like you're not bothered about like it being boring and the fact that you're going in there, you're taking a photo of the fridge, you're going into ChatGPT because people are, as you mentioned, people are coming on, they're jumping off, they're coming on, they're jumping off, they're coming on and jumping off, right? So what's the sort of, do you have like the call to action on that live, or is that live just for people to
no, call to action all day, every day. Like the call to action happens 12 times during that call. Because guess what? Before I get on there, I put that recipe inside of my freebie. So it's like, oh, you want the recipe and you just hopped on, Frazer? I hold up a piece of paper, which I don't know why this one says dog food on it, but it says thebreakfastshow.net, and then there's a free protein guide. So if you didn't get the recipe for today, go to thebreakfastshow.net. There's a free protein guide. And then when I talk about stuff on the live, I'm like, oh yeah, this is Ceylon cinnamon from Amazon. Oh, I don't like driving. If you want the link, drop a link in the comments. And then I hold up my paper again. The breakfast, it's under my Amazon finds. Okay, Michelle, what is that? Here it is. So I'm constantly collecting emails as well. And I'm constantly driving them to a site. Can you even believe it? And different people are always coming on. So they hear a piece of it and they see it. Some people now listen to the recording on their way home from work every day and I crack them up, you know? I'm always looking for a funny joke. I play sometimes. Yesterday I was playing Atomic Habits on there and people were blown away listening to the Audible book.
Yeah.
I wish I could get the show to be shorter. I need like 20 minutes. I'm like running in late to my fitness classes because I'm always like coming in hot, coming in live, and got a little distracted on the show.
It's funny though, you know, like 'cause I can relate to that because when I first started doing lives, it was the first day it came out. I remember being on Facebook and it popped up to say lives have launched today. and there was a button that said go live, like straight away on the homepage. So I clicked it. I was on a Zoom call at the time, and I was teaching my team how to use Facebook. This is like nearly 12 years ago now, something like that. You can imagine it, right? The first day it ever goes live, and I click live, and I'm like, oh, hi, everyone. And someone from the team who was on this, it was on a Skype call, not a Zoom, on a Skype call, pressed the number 1, right? And I was like, what's the 1 for? And then they replied, said they messaged saying like, sorry, didn't mean that. And it was as soon as someone pressed 1, as I went, hey, if you can hear me, drop a 1. And then everyone's dropping the 1s, and no one had ever done it before because it was the first live that I'd ever seen, right? No one had ever gone live. And then it was, oh, well, drop a 2 if you're wearing socks. And then like it was like drop a 3 if you're in the UK, drop a 4 if you're not. And it ended up getting like, oh my God, like this is like 300 comments, and it's like the first live I've ever. What the heck? And it's funny, the first live was like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, then it was like 5 minutes, then it was like 8 minutes, then it was like 10 minutes. And the longer you do it, you just build the skill of, oh my God, that was a 47-minute live. What the heck? Like, and you need longer, right? So it's just repetition. Michelle, this is amazing. I kind of need to go get ice to sort this crap out. Like I'm like legit. There's like so many pages. I don't even think I looked at your face. I think I was just going, yeah. So again, for those of you who are watching, go follow Michelle. Go give her some love. Go support her. Go help her beat away the haters in a kill with kindness, friendly manner. No need to be aggressive. No need to be abusive. All that, they can do that, right? We don't give that back to them because that's what gives them the energy. But you're growing the following by. I love how you just spend a few moments to just go on ChatGPT, create me a guide, bang, get it back, and now you have something that you can promote that's not like always, oh, buy my shit, buy my stuff, buy my thing, da-da-da-ding. It's like, no, like lead with love, lead with value, become a person of resource. I absolutely love it. Do you utilize? I mean, I know the question, but I'm asking you so other people can benefit. We talk about videos a lot, right? In the stories and reels and lives. Are you utilizing any posts that aren't videos, especially for the people who are watching who are like, oh no, I just can't do videos. I can't do videos.
Yeah, every day content without video.
Yeah.
So curiosity post with a photo for my product, curiosity post once a week for my business, like we discussed, in the beginning, a free recipe, like again, like how I lost one of the recipes that helped me lose 30 pounds in 5 months after struggling for 11 months to drop an inch and then giving it to them. If you want more recipes like this, drop a heart in the comments to get tons of people to drive on that. People like being told what to do. We don't understand that because I used to think that's bossy, but now I have posture and confidence where people like to be told what to do. I want you to tell me directly, Frazer, like, do this, and this is how I want you to do it, and here's an example even. Okay, and people like that. They don't like all the fluff and the bluff in the air. You know what I mean? They like directness.
Yeah.
And so I'm doing that just and then quotes. If I go see something that like Mel Robbins is on fire with, I'm not going to promote Mel Robbins. I'm going to ChatGPT and I'm like, hey, I love this quote. I love this woman. I don't want to go to prison for plagiarizing. Rephrase this, make it sound like me, and let's go. So I do quotes with colorful backgrounds just to be positive. And people are like, oh my God, I love this. I needed to hear this today. So you don't have to start with reels and lives.
Yeah. And then some people, like the older school people, let's just say, the people who are like prim and proper, and the idea of like, oh, but that's not fair to Mel. She's just mentioned Mel Robbins. And now you're going to go, are you thinking about Mel Robbins? So like it always comes back, right, in some way anyway. So my last question for you, this is amazing. I'm so happy about that. Do you prefer dumbbells or kettlebells? Because you mentioned it in a group post before. Like you said, like, hey, do you prefer dumbbells or kettlebells for your morning routine? Like, what do you prefer?
Kettlebells. And you want to know why? I didn't know, because the person watching this is probably like, well, what do you do when they respond? I just take everything and I screenshot it and I say, ChatGPT, this is what I put in the group. This person responded this. How do I respond? How do I keep the conversation going? They said this. How do I respond? How do I keep the conversation going? Okay, now I'm taking Frazer's method. How do I respond and keep the conversation going? Where's their location? They told me their location is here. How do I keep the conversation going and figure out their occupation? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Does it get any more simple than done this. Back when we got started, Frazer, you got started like when people used to write on rocks, for Pete's sake. Like, you guys have got it going on right now. I don't mean to say that, Frazer. Oh my gosh, hopefully you're not younger than I am.
Oh, no, I'm 1988, Michelle. I'm 1988.
I'm 1989.
We're the same age.
Wow, look at that.
Pigeon
I said
mail,
that rude
pigeon
little
mail.
snotty comment.
Oh god, oh god. Michelle, you are amazing. Seriously, ice is needed for the hand. If anyone sees me like this walking around, then you now know that it's Michelle who did it. Blame Michelle. Go and comment that on her post. I'm just kidding. All right, guys, you're amazing. Michelle, you're amazing. One last reminder, it's Michelle. So it's Michelle Churchill Fit, right? On Instagram. Fit with 3 T's because you've had so many different accounts. But it's on Facebook, it's a little bit different.
Michelle Lynn Dworak, because to have your actual blue label thing, you have to have your real driver's license name or they'll keep shutting you down.
Yeah.
So Michelle Lynn Dworak and the rest are Michelle Churchill Fit with 3 T's. And it usually pops up pretty fast if you just search it. So and if not, they can search me through you, Frazer. You're following me and you're friends with me.
Yeah. It's Dworak,
DWORACK. Yep.
K. There's no K on it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got a K. I didn't know I had a K on it. There we go. I need to change you I need to change you in my contacts because I have you on WhatsApp, and that's interesting. All right.
Oh wow.
I'm going to add the K as soon as we're done here. You're amazing. Thank you so much. This has been I've loved this. This has been really, really great. So I appreciate it.
Right back at you.